What's going on, guys? This is Max. I tell you what, boys, I moved out of my dorm yesterday, so now we can have maximum effort because I no longer have to live in fear of people hearing me through the walls, just my own mother. That's the main concern. Anyways, guys, today we're going to be going over the best and worst things about Fortnite Season 4. Definitely going to piss some of you guys off because I'm going to say some things that I don't like that you do, but that's fine. We're here to disagree. This is the internet where we can have constructive conversations about things all the time. It's a wonderful thing. I apologize, guys. My Elgato's still not recording game audio. Also, I have a head cold. Also, this room is echoing. Those are all of my apologies for the day. So, list those up in the comments. Be like, your room's echoing. Your Elgato isn't capturing audio. Also, you sound like you're dying. So, you can use all those against me, or just know that I apologize. Alright, let's go ahead and dive on in, shall we? Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the new challenges in the new season. So we have these new two things. We have Blockbuster here, and we have Carbide. And these are two things that we didn't really have in Season 2, which is kind of sweet. The first thing being Blockbuster, and what you have to do is you have to complete all challenges in a week, 2 different weeks, 3 different weeks, etc., all the way up to 7, and then you unlock the Blockbuster skin, which we don't know what it is yet. Hopefully it's a picture of Owen Wilson. And then the other thing we've got here is the Carbide, which are different challenges. Reach season level 30, 40, and 65, and then you unlock this pickaxe, which goes along with the Carbide. Along the way, you're going to unlock all these different armor types for the Carbide. You can see level 40 looks kind of like the Black Panther mask, except for it's white, so maybe it's White Panther, I don't know. The arm looks kind of like Bucky. I don't know why I'm making all these Marvel references. That's a great question. So there are going to be a total of 10 weeks in this season. So in order to unlock that Blockbuster, you're just going to have to complete 7 of those. It shouldn't be that difficult. You're going to have to do... The annoying thing is we're going to have to watch some of those YouTube tutorials on how to do the treasure map and stuff. I've never really done those before. Alright, getting on to the next thing. In this season pass here, there are plenty of cool stuff. The Omega is going to be the last one. I think that's different from the Blockbuster because the outline on the Blockbuster looks a little different from that. So it's a different skin. It's not the Omega, it's something else. Hopefully it looks cool. The skins haven't been great, but we'll get into that later. Going into the Season 4 stuff, some of the things I really like. A is Orange Justice. This is one of the best things about Season 4. Obviously, this is the dancing kid. We talked about this in a video previously. This is one of the best things about Season 4. It's great that it's free too, so they're not monetizing the fact that they took this kid's dance. So everybody's going to be able to get that, and it's awesome, and it's also a great exercise move. So that is another thing that I really like about Season 4. Now the last thing that I really like about Season 4, as far as like the menu and stuff goes, are these new spray paint emotes. So you can see I have 2 of them. I have the rainbow and the GG smiley face guy. There's quite a few of them though. I go through them here. So you got the hearts, and then you got the chalk outline. My buddy Jack actually knocked a guy, put that on the ground, and then killed him. And it was worth it. It was really funny. There's a circle to leave your mark. You got looted, which is a chest. There are an absolute load of these, by the way. Like, they thought of this idea, and it's a really great idea. And so they kind of went crazy with it and just made all of these different spray paint options. And I'm excited about it. I'm really excited to unlock these. I think the outline's one of my favorites, and also the rainbow already. The 3 llamas howling at the moon is also very, very good. You got the window here. Oh, dude, there's one coming up that I really like. Trap warning. Where are you? Oh, it's a ways down the road. So you got the raven there. You got the kiss, the mask, the technique, which matches that skin that you can unlock. Oh, here it is, the tunnel. I love this one. This one's really funny. I'm definitely going to put that on some walls. And then the last one you unlock is Shadow Ops, which is surprisingly not very cool for being the 99th slot in the Battle Pass. But that's fine. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Now, let's get into a game here so I can show you my favorite things that they did to the map, shall we? So, the first thing that I really, really love about what they added to the map, it's totally different, totally new, is going to be these anti-gravity crystals. So you can see here, I just landed in a less populated crater that I knew I was going to be able to use these up in to show you guys the effect. Looks like I got a little bit of a trek to get to the storm, but that's fine. Mostly just focus on getting video. Anyways, the anti-gravity crystal, obviously you pick it up, you consume it, and it lasts for a decent amount of time, like 20 seconds or something. I definitely could just watch this video and see how long it takes, but that sounds like a lot of work. Anyways, you can travel pretty fast, so what I did was I grabbed a crystal, and then I headed over to my second favorite thing about the map, which I will tell you in just a second here. Ooh, can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? It's the mansion. This is my new favorite location in the map, the mansion. It is on the far east side in about the middle of the map. Really, really cool location. I love the entrance here, all like the hedge garden and such, and a lot of good loot in here. The first few days that this was out, a couple people dropped here, but it really never got super crazy. So I enjoyed coming here a lot, and I was the only guy to come here this time too, which was, I mean, it makes sense because it was super out of the way. But it is nice to come here, especially if you're the only one here, because there is plenty of loot for one guy. Now, another thing with this mansion is the secret basement, and the secret basement is like it's a lair for the superheroes. So it's like a hidden lair for superheroes, and that's, I mean, I don't know how much more to say about that. It's fairly straightforward. A couple different areas for loot here. There's 2 chest locations down in the secret lair. There's that cool symbol on the wall right there that we just saw. Hopefully I edit this video properly so you see that symbol right when I say that there's a cool symbol. And then down here you have this little docking bay. It's almost like where they'd park a spaceship, and then there's the exit right out into the ocean. And you got a chest location down here as well. That's a nice little blue bolt. I'll take that and not use it. That's what I typically do. Now the last map element that I really like is going to be this hidden missile silo. It is on the western side, inside one of the mountains. It is kind of the opposite of the hero base. It's kind of the villain area. So you drop down here. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. This was the first time I'd been in here, and I had seen plenty of videos on it, and I really liked it. So when you watch this gameplay, you can tell I didn't know what the frick I was doing. I just started busting through stuff and didn't really know how to get around. But I found a blue burst, so that's nice. So inside this hidden missile silo, instead of those, you know, the hero logo we saw, there's a lot of purple flags hanging around with that kind of crystal looking dealio. So that's kind of the bad guy logo for this season. And the other main thing with this missile silo is obviously it has a missile in it. So you got that giant missile in the middle of the room, and it's kind of the focal point of the area. But yeah, so you can see Snobby Shores right down there. So it's right next to Snobby. Nobody else went here with me, which was nice. It was kind of lucky. We are kind of getting into the point in the season where the new locations aren't quite as popular as they used to be. Not like unpopular, but people aren't as curious as they were at the beginning. So it's slightly less annoying to go here and go to these locations. And the other thing that this supervillain place has is a pool and tons of blue bursts. I think I found 3 blue bursts while I was in here. Maybe that's just a fluke, or maybe I could make a clickbait title where it's like, guaranteed blue burst at hidden missile silo ? And then it's like a picture of my face like freaking out because I figured out a guaranteed blue burst hack, Fortnite hacks. That's me being clickbaity. No, it'll be a clickbait title, don't worry, but it'll be different. Ooh, scoped AR, I'll take that. I definitely don't win this game, but that's fine. Here at the top, you can see the top of the missile. That is where the nuke is stored. Just ask our boys in North Korea about that. That's such a stupid joke, sorry. Sorry, my bad. So now it's time to make everybody mad and talk about what I don't like about Fortnite Season 4. The first thing that I do not like about Fortnite Season 4 is, of course, Dusty Divot. Oh no, Max, you don't like the main focal point of the map? But Max, it is the main thing in the map. Yes, exactly, and everybody freaking goes there. And when I try and go here, there's like 8 guys and a hunting rifle and a silenced submachine gun, and that's it. And people are flying around with anti-gravity crystals, and it stresses me out. So, not a big fan. I was trying to show off the fact that everybody goes here, but of course, the one time that I drop here, freaking like 2 people land here. So, not a lot of action goes on. But you can see, like, I'm running around here. I get heavy ammo, and I run around a bunch more. Let's see, and I can't freaking find anything. Like, oh, there's metal. Good, I found metal. Oh yes, a common tack. So now I found stuff. But like, did you see how long I had to run around? And then these guys are all fighting each other, and I just got lucky and was able to kill that guy. But the activity that goes on here, it stresses me out, man. And so I can't do it. But maybe it's not the fact that there's a lot going on here. Maybe it's the fact that they took away my factories, which would have been in the southeast corner of where this map is. That's probably my main issue. So if you're wondering, like, why is this guy hating on Divot so much? It's because they took away the place that I landed every single game. I mean, you've seen my games before. That's where I get my dubs at. That's where I catch dubs, is freaking landing in the factories. I woke up to a text message from Jack, Joe's brother, who's one of my good buddies. Jack and Joe are both one of my best friends. Some of my best friends. Don't tell them that though, because I want them to think I hate them. And I woke up to a text when Season 4 came out from Jack, and it just said, "Our factories are gone, frowning face." And I was like, immediately, I was like, "Oh, Season 4 is a bust." Just kidding. It is. I mean, it really is a great season. Like, I had a hard time finding negative things, but you people on the internet are so toxic. I needed to have a negative video if I wanted you to click on it. So that's what we're doing. I'm pissing you guys off for views. All right. So. Sorry. The next map thing I'm not a huge fan of is going to be the second kind of big focal point, which is going to be Risky Reels. And the reason I don't like Risky Reels is probably a craze thing right now, because freaking, like, it's a brand new area, so everybody wants to go here. And I dropped here with squads, and I wish I would have had footage of it, because I dropped here with my squad, and freaking like 6 different squads dropped in. And there's enough loot at Risky Reels for maybe 3 guys. So it's just really Risky Reels. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time formulating my thoughts on this. There's just a lot of guys here for not a lot of loot, and like this boy right here is taking shots at me, but I got him. But there's no like in between. I mean, there's a little bit of in between time, but it's really not that friendly as far as like not dying, because every time you kill somebody, you turn around and there's another guy there. And again, obviously, when I was recording, they decided not to all land here. And like I said, it might be because the craze is kind of dying down a little bit, but we're still getting a freak ton of guys in here. So there's one, and then here's another guy. So it's like you can't catch a break on that. All right, now getting into the things that I'm not a fan of as far as like other than map elements go. The first thing is going to be something that didn't get added with Season 4, but it certainly didn't get fixed. And this is, of course, matchmaking canceled. Now, obviously, matchmaking canceled, I'm sure it's an issue on the developer's end, but man, do we give these guys a lot of money. And in my free-to-play game, I want to be able to find a match on the first try. But, so, when you're trying to find a match, this happens to all of us. You're matchmaking, you're in the queue, la-di-da-da, and then it says matchmaking canceled, and then this error code pops up. We're just going to give it to you straight. We have no idea what just happened, but a programmer said something's wrong. If it's stopping you from playing, maybe turn it off and back on again. Is that like a meme? Is that what that is? Is that a meme? Like the have you tried turning it off and back on again thing? I don't know. It's not a huge deal, but when you're playing with squads and freaking like 3 guys are doing fine and one guy's like, oh, sorry, matchmaking canceled, and then you have to wait another like 2 minutes for it to like load, because when it says matchmaking canceled, it doesn't just let you search again. It makes you wait, which is somewhat frustrating, but not insanely. All right, and the last thing that I'm not a huge fan of in Season 4 is going to be the skins available. I like the technique. I am excited for that one, but as far as the skins go and the gliders and stuff, not a huge fan. The aliens are pretty cool, but like I don't know. The Valor doesn't really get me. This guy, like I said before, looks like the guy from Captain America Winter Soldier. Not that great. The skins just aren't. I mean, Season 2, like with the Black Knight and stuff, like those guys were cool, and these guys are just kind of. I mean, they're fine, but I was expecting a little bit more, especially with the popularity that Fortnite's gotten. A little bit higher quality, but that's fine. And you guys are free to disagree with me, because obviously it's all personal preference, and all 6 of you who made it this far into the video are welcome to disagree, and let me know in the comments what you think is the best and worst part of Fortnite Battle Royale Season 4, and don't forget to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to our channel for more content, gaming, and more. Keep chugging, boys.